हरि ओम.
Hari Om Swamiji, Namaste.
Hari Om, namaste. Can you hear me?
Yes.
नमस्कार गुरुजी.
Namaskaram. Let us wait for some time.
नमस्कार स्वामी जी.
It is an audio check. Please confirm for audio.
Yes, Swamiji.
Oh.
Yes, Swamiji.
Yes. Please check for video.
Yes, Swami.
Yes.
Swami.
We are connected. ओम एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्तिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम ऐंकार ह्रींकार रहस्ययुक्त श्रींकार गुणार्थ महाविभूत्या ओंकार मर्म प्रतिपादनेभ्यां नमो नमः. श्री गुरु पादुकाभ्याम् उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युं नमाम्यहम्। ॐ ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं क्लीं सौः कैलह्रीं हसकहलह्रीं सकलह्रीं सौः क्लीं श्रीं ह्रीं ऐं ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ। ॐ विद्यानां च मनूनां मनुसंख्यानां च विद्यानां उपदेष्टां यतीतरां श्री नरसिंहानन्दनाथ गुरुः श्री बासुरानन्दनाथ गुरुः ओम तत्सत्। After knowing the basic classification of 15 mantrartha by Basuranandanatha, we started with the first Purna Gayatri Artha. Gayatri mantra is universal mantra. Gayatri mantra is the mother of all mantra. It leads human life to the maximum level of living in this material world, and it takes the jiva towards mukti. That is the speciality of Gayatri mantra. It is very powerful mantra. Is there any other powerful mantras available than this Gayatri? Yes. Kayalahrim, Hasakalahrim, Sakalahrim. This Panchadashakshari mantra is 3 times powerful than Gayatri mantra. And both are secret mantras. Both are Vedic mantras. Both are to be initiated. Without initiation, both cannot be chanted. Without getting the Adhikaritvam, both the Gayatri as well as the Panchadashakshari cannot be chanted by anyone. So initiation from a guru is essential. It is the door or entry towards moksha sadhana. Knowing the mantra is not going to give moksha, but contemplation on the mantra will lead to moksha. Knowing the mantra, chanting the mantra without knowing the meaning is also acceptable, but why Bhaskaraya says it is useless? It is useless in view of mukti. it is useful as far as the material world is concerned. Even if you don't know the meaning and you chant the Moola Mantra, it will give immense benefit as far as this material life is concerned. But it will not end the birth and death cycle. So that we have to contemplate the inner, in-depth, esoteric meaning of the mantra. As in the beginning, we described about Nama, Rupa, Shabda, Artha, Lakshya. We know the Nama of the deity, which is Lalita. As you know, the Lakara of Lalita indicates Lakshmi. The next Akshara, which is Li, indicates Likita, Vidya, knowledge. The Takara at the end of the Lalita Shabda, Akaranta Lalita Shabda, the Takara indicates Durga, Shakti. So Lalita is the combination of these three. The energy which is in the form of Durga, the wealth or the material which is in the form of Lakshmi, and what is the base of these two? The knowledge is Aim Saraswati. Saraswati is represented by the Aimkara Shabda. Hrimkara Shabda represents Durga and Shrim represents Lakshmi. So like this we understand the Shabda Artha. This will give progress towards Mukti. In the same way, the Shabda Kaya Lahrim, Hasaka Lahrim, Sakala Lahrim, which is Pancha Dashakshari, is also having indicative meaning. That meaning should be meditated upon. That meanings should be meditated upon, contemplated upon for immense benefit. So chanting without knowing the mantra's artha also will give benefit of this material life. Like even though you say someone, stop, even though you don't know what is the meaning of the word stop, that person is going to stop. Like that, this mantra will give benefit even when chanted without knowing the meaning. But why Bhaskar Raya is not happy about not knowing the mantrartha? Because it will not lead to moksha. Only the artha jnana will take you to higher vision of pure consciousness. So artha jnana is essential. The first artha, what we saw yesterday, speaks for Gayatri artha. I am skipping the previous mantras. Directly I go to Purna Gayatri artha nirupanam, shloka number 7, Dvitiyomsha. Kamayate saha kakaraha, kamo brahmaiva, tat padasya artaha. Savitur varenyamiti vai, savituhu shreshtam, dvitiya varnartaha. This is the 7th shloka, followed by Sarva antaryami, tadat bhargo devasya diti turyartaha, prithvi mahi lakaras tritiya, turyangri bodhika maya. Turyangri bodhika maya. The English meaning we discussed yesterday. as set forth in the Tripuropanishad, the letter Ka, Kakara, Ka, the letter Ka signifies Kameshwaraha. He who desires, so kamayate, as Taittiriya Upanishad speaks. So kamayate means saha kamayate. Saha akamayat, akamayate. Saha akamayate is so kamayate. Lang lakara, past tense. He willed, he wished, he desired to create the universe, the Jagat. That is why Jagat Karanam Ishvara. The reason for the entire manifestation is Ishvara, by virtue of which it stands for Brahman. This is Bhaskar Raya's explanation. Here, Brahman means you have to take Brahmaji, not the Satchit Ananda Brahman, which again conveys the significance of the word Tat in the Gayatri. The second letter A signifies Saviturvarenyam, which stands for the worthy generating deity Kameshwari, who produces, who manifests the entire universe. So, Kakara indicates Kameshwaraha, who is the reflected consciousness from Brahman. This is the Vedantic understanding of Ishvara. Ishvara is the reflected consciousness, one. Then the second letter E signifies Saviturvarenyam, which stands for the Shakti, Kameshwari. What Shakti? Maya Shaktihi. The third letter of the mantra, which forms the fourth letter of the alphabet, E stands for Bhargo Devasya Dhi, which means Shiva, who is immanent and all sustaining. Here, this Shiva reflects as the Pratyaghatma in Jiva. The letter Lakara signifies the Prithvi. La is equal to Mahi. And Hrim signifies Maya, the third and fourth feet of Gayatri. So we had a representation like this. Ka is equal to Tat, which is equal to Brahma, which is equal to Kameshwaraha. A, Savituhu Varenyam, which is the Yoni, Kameshwari. Ikara, Bhargo Devasya Dhi, Sarvantaryami. Sarvantaryami, who is Sarvantaryami? Ishvaraha. Shivaha, who is dwelling in every jiva as the Pratyagatma. Lakara is Mahi, Prithvi Tattvam. Hrimkara is equal to Dyoyonaf Prachodayad, and it indicates Maya. And this is Hridayakara Vasini Hrileka, Devi who dwells in every heart. Whether you understand or not, whether you feel or not, this Maya Shakti is Hrileka, Hridaya Nivasini. So one Gayatri is equated to the Prathama Kuta, which is called as Vagbhava Kuta. In Lalita Sahasranama epithet 86, you see श्रीमद् वाग्भव कूटैक स्वरूपमुख पंकजायै नमः. So mukha pankajam, mukha pankajam, the face which looks like a lotus by nature, by swarupa, is nothing but Srimad. Srimad is the respectful word, Vagbhava Kutam. So first part of Kayalagiri mantra, which comprises with 5 letters, is called as Vagbhava Kuta. This is what yesterday we studied. And today we will go to the next level of understanding about Kamakutam. What is Kamakutam? Hasakahalahrim is Kamakutam, the second part, which represents in the form of Sri Lalita, neck to hip. Face is Vagbhava Kutam, neck to hip is Kamakutam, and it is equivalent to the Hasakahalahrim mantra. Tripadi, Trivarna, Bodhya, Turyaha, Tad Upari, Shadakshari, Gamakaha. Ataha, Tartiye, Varna Dvitiyam, Tripadi, Shadakshari, Gamakam. Kuta Dvitiye, Kuta Dvitiye Shesham, Purvavad Unneyamiti Tu Vidyayaha. Gayatri Artaha Tripuro Upanishadi Katitaha Tat Eva Bhagavate. So what is the meaning in English? By the 3 letters. Teriyada and Hasakahalahrim. Hasakahalahrim. Can you see the 62-63 shlokas meaning?
Yes, Swamiji.
By the 3 letters Hasakaha, Hasaka of the second group.
Yes, Swamiji.
Yes, thank you. By the 3 letters Hasaka of the second group are indicated the first 3 words Tat Saviturvarenyam, 4th letter Ha, Hasaka Ha, indicates the next 6 letters Bhargo Devasyadi. Then again the first 2 letters of the third group Sa, Ka indicate the same 3 words and 6 letters. The remaining letters of these 2 groups, the second and third, are to be construed as aforesaid. In this manner, the meaning of the Gayatri of Sri Vidya has been expounded in the Tripura Upanishad as well as in the Devi Bhagavatam. Gayatri Arthaha Tripura Upanishadi. In Tripura Upanishad, Katitaha Tateva. Katitas Tateva. Yes, Katitas Tataiva. Ha is equal to tat. Sakara is equal to savituhu. Kakara is equal to varenyam. Hakara is equal to Bhargo Devasya Di. Lakara is equal to Mahi. This is the meaning of the two shlokas 62 and 63. Tripadi Trivarna Bodhya Turyas Tadupari Shadakshari Gamakaha Atha Tartiye Varnadvitiyam Tripadi Shadakshari Gamakam. Tripadi. What is Tripadi? Three padas. Tat, Savituhu, Varenyam. These three are called Tripadi. Tripati, the word Tripadi means three words. What are those three padas? Tat, Savituhu, Varenyam. These three padas are equivalent to Ha, Sa, Ka. Ha, Sa, Ka. Ha, Tat, Sa, Savituhu, Ka, Varenyam. Then, Turyaha. What is Turyaha? The fourth letter, which is in this Kamakuta. What is the fourth letter in this Kamakuta? Ha, Sa, Ka, Ha. The Turyaha. Fourth letter, Hakara, Tadupari. Above that, Shadakshari Gamakaha. Shadakshari Gamakaha is Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. There are 6 letters. Bhargo Devasya Dhi is 6 letter. Hakara is equal to Tripadi Shadakshari Gamakam. Bhargo Devasya Dhi. Lakara is equal to Mahi. Then it is understood Lakara is equal to Mahi. And Hasakahala Hrim. What is Hrim? Diyo Yonaf Prachodayad. This is the meaning of this mantra. And next we are going to Shakti Kuta. Ha Tat Sa Savituhu Ka Varenyam Ha Bhargo Devasya Di La Mahi. Hrim. Diyo Yonaf Prachodayad. The second Kuta also represented in Lalita Sahasranama as Kantadah Katiparyanta Madhya Kuta Swarupinye Namaha. Neck to hip. Kantadaha Katiparyanta. Neck to hip. From neck to hip. Madhya Kuta Swarupinye Namaha. In Devi form, neck to hip is represented by these 6 letters. Ha, Sa, Ka, Ha, La, Hri. Or Tat Savituhu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhi Mahi Diyo Yonaf Prachodayad. Now, Shakti Kuta. In Shakti Kutam, as Lalita Sahasranama epithet 88 says, Shakti Kutaikathapanna Katya Dobhaga Dharinyai Namaha. Dharinyai Namaha. Here, Gudat Dvitiye Shesham Purvavat. Purvavat, as told already, you have to assume. Unneyam means you have to assume the meaning. In the shloka, there is one word called Unneyam. Unneyam iti. Purvavad Unneyam iti means you have to assume as told. Kuta Dvitiye. Kuta Dvitiye Shesham Purvavad Unneyam iti tu Vidyayaha. So, if you take the meaning of that, as told earlier, this Hakara Hasakahala is Sakala Hrim. Sakala Hrim, not Hasakahala. Sakala Hrim. Sa is equal to Tat Saviturvarenyam. Ka is equal to Bhargo Devasya Dhi. La is equal to Mahi. Hrim is equal to Dhyoyonaf Prachodayat. So this Sakala Hrim also represents one Gayatri. Kayala Hrim represents one Gayatri. Hasaka Halahrim represents the second Gayatri. Second time chanted Gayatri. And Sakala Hrim represents third time chanted Gayatri. So if you say Pancha Dashakshari mantra one time, that is equivalent to chanting Gayatri mantra thrice. That is the meaning of this Purna Gayatri Artha. What is Purna Gayatri? Purna Gayatri is Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyoyonaf Prachodayat. When you chant Gayatri, if you are not particular about Upapadmaniyaha, then there will be a problem. Dhyoyo na prachodayad, if you say, it means we don't worship. It is dhyoyo naf prachodayad, because the nakara followed by visarga followed by pakara. There is a rule in Sanskritam to say dhyoyo naf prachodayad. One F sound will come in between. If you don't pronounce that F, then you say Dhyoyo na prachodayad, means na, which indicates nakara, which indicates na negation. We don't pray. That is the meaning. So now we are going into the esoteric meaning of Gayatri mantra. When you say, you start with Bur Bhuvas Swaha. Buhu, Puvaha, Swahaha, Mahaha, Janaha, Tapaha, and Satya. These are the lokas, the upper 7 lokas. In Sri Yantra Sarva Saubhagyadayaka Chakra, you see 14 triangles. It represents 7 upper loka, 7 lower loka. The 7 upper lokas are receiving the light. What light? The light of Surya. Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyoyonaf Prachodayat. I worship the light. If it is like that, it is okay. But the Naha means we worship. So it is in Bahuvachana. We worship. We all worship the source of light which illumines the 7 lokas. Our humble pranams to that light which illumines Burloka, Bhuvarloka, Swargaloka, Maharloka, Chanaloka, Tapaloka, and Satyaloka. Now, it is clearly understood that the Swayam Prakashaha Suryaha. Surya is our source of light. If Surya is not there, what will be the source of light? Now Surya is not there. Agnihi is the source of light. If Surya is also not there, Agni is also not there, what is the source of light? Chandraha, moon is the source of light. Okay, Surya is not there, Chandra is not there, Agni is also not there. Yet another source of light is there, which is the Vidyut, lightning. So out of these 4 source of lights, what source of light this Gayatri mantra indicates? Na tatra suryo badina chandra tarakam Nema vidyuto banti kuto yam agnihi tameva bantam anubhati sarvam tasya basa sarvamidam vibhati. Na tatra suryaha bhati na chandraha. There Surya is not giving the light, Chandra is not giving the light, and the Vidyut also not giving the light, Agni is also not giving the light. Even then it is illumined. So there must be a source of light for the Swayam Prakashaha Suryaha and the reflector Chandraha. There must be a source of light. And if Surya, whom we believe that he is Swayam Prakashaha, one who has his own light, he himself receives light from some other source. What is that source? Tameva bantam anubhati sarvam. That source of light is the one source of light which never depends on anything. And anubhati, all others are following that particular light. That light is a lightless light, is consciousness, pure consciousness, Brahman. So that is the ultimate aim of Gayatri Mantra, to indicate that Brahman. Gayatri Mantra was told as Upadesha. This is the Upadesha. What is the source of light for Surya? Brahman. And where he is he sitting anywhere and giving the source of light? Brahman is Ishvara, Ishvara is Atman, and Atman is I. So I am the Brahman. Aham Brahmasmi. Where to search Brahman? It is none other than you, Aham. So this explanation is given by the Gayatri Mantra and the Upadesha which comes behind this Gayatri Mantra. Unless it is told, it will not give that meaning. Here we take Suryaha as the ultimate source of light. But there must be a source of light for Suryaha, and that should not depend on any other source of light. Brahman never depends upon anything. He is independent. Other than Brahman, all other reflections are depending upon the only one without second, who is Brahman. One without second is Brahman. And that is indicated by the letter K, Kayayila Hrim. And we said it is Kameshwara. Kameshwara has a Nama and a Rupa, name and form. When you say Kameshwaraha, it means Maya Sahita Ishwaraha. Kameshwara is with Maya, followed by A. A is Maya. So how to understand this A Maya and Hrim Maya? A Maya is the Maya Shakti. Hrim is the Leela of that Maya, the action of that Maya. The reaction of that Maya is Hrim. Maya is the source of that action, Hrim, which manifests. Who manifests? A. How it is manifested? Because of Hrim. So, Kayayila Hrim. Ka represents two things. One way we can understand it as the reflected consciousness Ishvaraha, And in the in-depth meaning, it represents Brahman, which is Swayam Prakashaha. So Swayam Prakashaha means not this Surya. Here, this Gayatri mantra is aimed at Brahman and the Brahmajnana, as well as Kayalahrim Panchadashakshari mantra. So this is the meaning of Gayatri mantra, and Ka represents Kameshwara, and indirectly it represents Brahman, the ultimate reality. A represents Maya Shaktihi. E represents Antaryami. Lakara represents this world where all this drama is happening, and Hrim is the Leela Shaktihi of the Maya Shakti. In the same way, Hakara in the same way in the Kamakuta, Hakara is Tat. What is Tat? Tat Brahma. It is represented by Ha. The very letter Ha represents Akash also. Ha Akasha. Ham Akasha. Ham is the Bijakshar. So Hakara represents Akasha. This is the secondary explanation about Brahman. Representing Brahman with Kakara is one way. Representing Brahman with Hakara is another way. And in the third Kuta, representing Brahman as Sakara. That is the third way. So the first letter of every Kuta, Vagbhava Kuta, Kama Kuta, Shakti Kuta, all these Kutas, first letter represents Tat. Tat is Brahman, Tat Brahma, Tat Ishwaraha. This is the understanding. So in the second Kuta, Hakara mentions Tat. Now you can compare this with this. So the first letter is Brahman, the second letter is Devi, Devi Parashakti, Maya Shakti. Then Ha Sa Kha, the second Kuta, in the second Kuta, Kakara represents the Sarvantaryami, Pratyagatma, Ha Sa Kha. Then Hakara again represents the Mahi, again represents the earth. The Hakara represents Bhargo Devasya Di. What is Bhargo Devasya Di? The Sarvantaryami. So these two letters are representing the Sarvantaryami. And Lakara represents the Prithvi Tattva, and the Hrim represents the Maya Tattva. Ha Sa Ka Ha La Hrim. Same as the previous mantra, one step is more. So 5 plus 6, 11. Here 6 mantras are there. Ha Sa Ka Ha La Hrim. Third Kuta, this Sakara represents Tat. But this is Savituhu Varenyam. Here both Shiva and Shakti are united. Shiva Shakti united, this Sakara. And followed by Kakara and Lakara. Followed by the Jivatvam and the Prithvi Tattvam and the Maya Tattvam. All these things are under process. The pure consciousness, Brahman. The reflected consciousness, one, Ishwaraha. And the Maya Shaktihi. And the Sarvantaryami. and the Prithvi, and again Maya Tattva. So these all consciousness philosophies are to be understood. Only one consciousness is there. All other are reflected consciousness. Ishvara is reflected consciousness one, and the Jiva is the reflected consciousness two. And who is this Jiva? Jivo Brahmaiva Naparaha. Jiva is Brahmaneva. Unless he knows that Aham Brahmasmi is called Jiva. Once the Jiva knows that Aham Brahmasmi, Jivatvam is lost and he remains as Brahman. And here we conclude the first mantra, which is Gayatri Artha. The second mantra or the second part is Bhavartha Nirupanam. Bhavartha Nirupanam we will do tomorrow. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Namaste, Amaji. Thank you.
Swamiji, today's class.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Yes, yes, Amaji.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Thank you.
Yes, Amaji.
Swamiji, today's class was quite.
Amaji,
Thank
tell
you,
me
Swamiji.
who is speaking?
Kanchan here, Swamiji.
Yes, yes, Amaji. Yeah, please.
I wanted to tell that today's class is quite intense. I need to re-listen again and again. If Swamiji can send the links for the yesterday and today
Yes,
one.
yes.
So
Already I have sent.
before I go to, no, I haven't received yet. Maybe I
Yeah,
want to
now
go
you
through
can
it
see.
before I go to the second.
Now
Maybe
you
I'll
can check
out
again.
today.
It will be there. Yesterday's class is
Okay.
already sent to you.
Yes,
And
thank you,
today's class,
Swamiji.
after processing, we will send today.
Yeah, because before the next class, once we understand this one, then it
Yeah.
will be easier to go for the next Artha to go on.
Sure,
Thank
sure.
you, Swamiji.
Thank you.
so much.
Welcome. Om, om.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Thank you. Om.
Nandri Guruji.
Nandri. Nandri. Namaskaram.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Yes, 1 minute, please. Some announcements. And I request all of you to send your email IDs. Once we receive email IDs, we upload the videos in that particular email ID. You have to visit YouTube and open with that particular email ID which you have sent to us. If you open with some other email ID, it won't get opened. Whatever email ID you send, using that you have to log in to YouTube. Clear?
Okay.
Yeah. Already I have sent to some 8 or 10 people, and I send continuously once I receive the email IDs. Anybody has received what I have sent already in this group?
Yes, Swamiji, we received it.
Okay, Amaji.
Yeah.
For others also it is there.
Thank
You browse and log in into YouTube with the email which you have sent to us. Dhanyawad.
Swamiji.
Yeah. Yes, Amaj, you can try. I am sending the part 2 also. Dhanyawadaha. Punaha milamaha. Shwaha milamaha. Dhanyawadaha.